Hi guys, this is Adnan Hasbi and I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Rambling of an Endless. In today's episode, I don't know whether you guys can hear, I have my little Raya music in the background. This year's Raya is a bit different, whereby this year's Raya we were in a lockdown. So a couple of things which I noticed during this year's Raya. Number one is many of us could not go back to our kampong, and we couldn't quite visit our extended family. That's the first thing I noticed. Second thing, there was no, I guess, right after having a big meal during dinner, going out to the cinema or going to the shopping centers or maybe hanging out with friends. So this Raya has it's a bit odd, I have to say. But when observing the whole dynamics and also what's happening around me, amongst the things which I noticed for this year is many people actually, especially neighbors, we are trying to invite each other to each other's house, and we are playing with each other's fireworks. So it was really fun. But I think one of the trends which I noticed for this year is that a lot of people were at home, and when people are at home, they as maybe people amongst my circles, they don't quite know how to maybe cook traditional food, and with that, a lot of packaged food needs to be, I guess, bought in order for people to enjoy traditional meals. And while looking at one of the counters which I suggested very early on this channel, if you look at this counter which I suggested, which is Kawan food, yeah, during a 1 month period, it made about 11%. So yeah, so I don't know whether it was an increase in demand or whether it was a supply and demand dynamics, but this stock actually managed to rise a little bit. So just wanted to share this with you guys. But overall, since I'm at home and everything, and I have a little bit of time, I was doing some digging, and I wanted to share with you a couple of things. Just to give you guys a quick background story, if you guys were following me since January of 2020, when I first started getting more active on this channel, you will notice that I was covering the glove sectors, and at that point in time, companies like Top Glove was trading at 150, Supermax was trading at 65 cents, and Harta Lega was about 5 ringgit, and Kosan was about 2 ringgit and 8 cents. At that point in time, I still was of the opinion that when I was looking at the overall pandemic, I thought that medical supplies would increase in demand. And lo and behold, what happened was a lot of people actually got relatively, I guess, their wealth managed to increase should they have invested in the glove sector. And should any of you guys actually were following me since January of 2020, and any of you guys actually took I guess action on that advice, maybe some of you guys would have made a bit of money. But having said that, yeah, as I was saying, since I was relatively free, I've been doing a lot of reading, and I've been looking at a lot of news, and there was a couple of trends which I found quite interesting, which I want to share with everyone. Okay, while going through my YouTube content, when going through YouTube, I noticed that there is a couple of trending news. The first is that this virus has mutated and is spreading relatively fast. And in some countries, they are actually struggling. In fact, over here in Malaysia, we are in a lockdown. So we kind of feel it firsthand also, the effect of this new super spreader virus, I guess, or the mutated virus. So that's the first thing I've been reading. All right. The second thing which I noticed also is that over here in Malaysia we have a lockdown, right? So all in all, what this indicates is that we are actually still in the midst of trying to, I guess, battle this thing. And amongst the way where a lot of medical practitioners have to actually battle this is they have to make sure that they are protected. And I noticed that over here, if you look at glove stocks, it actually rose when the pandemic hit, right? And then subsequently it dropped when there was a vaccine. And after that, if we looked at the news of late, we would see that there was it's the second or the third wave is coming. So you notice for all the glove companies, as you for example, Top Glove, we can see a little kink moving upwards, and even Supermax, you can see another kink moving upwards. Harta Lega kink, and also the Kosan Rubber, we can see a little uptick movement. Okay, so right now, and as we know right now, also the vaccine is coming out, right? So while the virus is actually spreading relatively quick, there's also a vaccine. So there is these two elements, or these two factors or variables coming into play, right? And when I was thinking about it, when I was reading it, I was like, yeah, why don't we just kind of look at the glove sectors? And I actually got in the glove sectors maybe about 2 or 3 weeks ago. So I managed to get a bit of upside. But having said that, I'm not calling a buy. I'm not calling anything on this particular sector. I'm just saying that, it's maybe worth looking at this particular sector at this point in time. As I mentioned to you, amongst the catalysts would be if countries are still battling with this virus, what may happen is that they may have to wear protective gear. And when this happen, I suspect the demand for glove products may be still on the relatively high side. Having said that, as I mentioned, the vaccines are being rolled out, so there is this two variables which are coming into play. So yeah, I just thought that I might just share this with you guys, and I hope that you guys find this particular episode useful. But keep an eye on the glove companies. I'm not saying hold, buy, or sell. I'm not supposed to, but yeah, just to highlight to you guys what the ongoing of the market and why there was a little kink with regards to, I guess, the glove companies. With that, I want to wish everyone Selamat Hari Raya. Do forgive me if I've made really bad jokes, or if I insulted, I guess, anyone while I was rambling and whatnot. I do apologize, and just I guess a reminder for myself and everyone out there, maybe go a little bit easy on the rendang. I think probably ate rendang the whole day. It's like, after fasting for months and all of a sudden eating rendang, it's a different experience for my tummy altogether. As you guys can tell, the fireworks are on, and you can, I'm sure even the neighboring kids are playing with their fireworks already. So it's in the evening already. I just want to wish everyone Selamat Hari Raya, happy investing. May, I guess, you guys have a really good holiday moving forward. Should you guys have any questions, please do ask. And with that, Selamat Hari Raya.